All right. Welcome back. Thank you, bro. Let's see what happens. Let's see the viewership. I wanted to end the live, but yalla. It's crazy. 430 people viewed for 2 hours. Can you imagine? Actually insane. Let's see. We got 6 people already. Maria, how you doing? Welcome in. Show floating PNL. People love it, man. Trust. I don't want to. I could, but I would rather not. The thing about floating PNL is people, they love it because they want to measure you. Annie puppy, yeah, she's sleeping right behind me. People like to measure people with money, which is why men in general, or men and women, but men in general, they don't like to disclose how much they have, their salary or whatever. Because once you disclose that, then people will always look at you and measure you how much you have. If you look at someone, you know, an actor, okay, or Elon Musk, or Jeff Bezos or whatever, anyone, when you look at the person, it's hard to look at the person and pay attention to their personality or their character or whatever. But because we know they're like super rich, then every time we look at them as money. I don't want that to happen to me ever. I don't ever want people to. I'm so much more than what I'm worth, and I used to do that. Okay, I used to post my floating PNL over and over many times, and I've noticed the more I've done that, the more people tend to say, "How much did you make? Show me how much you made." And when I tell them how much I made, they just go silent. It's like they got some sort of satisfaction knowing how much I'm worth or how much I made. So then they start to compare, and then hasad. I don't know. You know those small details. I don't want that. I want people to instead watch the market play out based on the levels, because this is what matters. Because at the end of the day, for me, when I see someone do trades, okay, they entered over here, okay, they entered over here, and then they exit over here, okay, even if the trade was a profit of $10, I respect them more than someone who made $10,000 just by showing off and they're gambling. A person who doesn't show off all this wealth and he just focuses on the transparency of the setups, more valuable. Even if someone, like for example, ICT, you know ICT, everyone knows ICT. Why? There are a lot of people that shit on him. They always start and they complain and they insult him and they make fun of him, etc., etc., etc. But why do I like ICT? He's a man that literally says, all the trades that I'm taking in front of you guys right now, okay, no one knows his worth. No one actually knows how much ICT has. Nobody knows it. However, what's different about ICT is that he shows you his entry, his exits, he forward tests it, he back tests it, he live trades, and while he live trades, he tells you this live trade, it's on a demo account. So I remember watching it in my head, I was new, right? I'm watching and I'm like, why am I wasting my time with someone with a demo account? But the more I've matured in the trading space, the more I saw the value that he was giving. It's never about how much money you make. You could say, for example, TJR makes 20,000 in a day, okay? He shows his trades and whatever. He makes 20,000, I made $20. We took the same trade. I'm on the same level as TJR. The same level. Yes, he has 20,000 because he has a bigger portfolio and I have a smaller portfolio. Others could make $2 and he makes $20,000. They are equally as good as, you know, they are equally as good as like TJR or something. It's because at the end of the day, it's never about how much money you made. It's about your executions. It's about your logic. It's about your risk management. These are the things that defines a good trader. It's not about the floating P&L. Yes, it is popular, it is hot, it's what people want to see. But do I really want people to see how much I'm making? Do I really want people to measure me? Do I really want people to, it's like it's no different than uh people who rent a Lamborghini and then they go and show off the car nonstop. Or a person, I'm sure you guys know these people, you find them everywhere. A person disappears for a couple of months or a couple of years. They're invisible, okay? They're impractical. But the moment they find out a way, they find a way to make some money here and there, they buy a car. Now all their posts on social media is their hand on the steering wheel, okay? And the car. Okay, whether it's the brand Porsche or a Corvette or a Skyline or a GTR or whatever, that's all they do. They put their hand like this and they show off the car. That I'm going places. So they're trying to show off, look at me, I'm rich. I did this. Or if they got a Rolex watch, I have a Rolex watch. I don't wear my Rolex and I don't sit and do this on stream. I don't do that. I would rather use a Samsung Galaxy Ultra watch because it helps me with my trading. You get what I mean? So for me, the consistency I want is showing you the trade setups and explaining it. Because at the end of the day, this sort of transparency relationship that I'm building, it is something that will benefit you guys in the long run because you will actually learn at the end of the day. But if I sit and flex, that's what everyone does in social media. And the reality is they're never happy. Hello? وعليكم السلام كيف حالك؟ راسل؟ حبيبي I will call you back, okay? Just at work now. Okay. My mechanic. I told him I want to give you my car to do a paint job. He called me from a different number. I want to give my car for a paint job. So we'll see. I want to change the colors. So yeah, so that's it. So that's to wrap up my speech. That's like how do I explain it? Simply put, a person who shows his execution is his entry. That's more valuable to me than floating P&L, because everyone can sit and enter a trade and gamble and enter a buy, and they got lucky and they made $1,000 and they're gonna sit and flaunt about it over and over and over again. I would rather see consistent setups that work. That for me is the best. Yeah, I watched everything in his channel. He yap a lot, but for a point, well, he does yap a lot, bro. He yaps and yaps and yaps. He does not stop yapping. In his video of like a 2-hour video, I would say the yap goes on for like an hour and 45 minutes or an hour 40 minutes, and there's 20-minute value. I'm in big profit right now. I'm almost at 200. Looks like this Raja Bank strategy is working, guys. 1 to 50-minute ratio, literally. So what do you think? I think changing changing the TikToks thing to education, I think it's bringing in more people. I don't know. I feel like people are coming in and out, but I need interactions, guys. I need you guys to put the hearts and stuff. But it seems like there are people clicking and stuff. There are people tuning in. You think there's a difference? Or am I just seeing things? I don't know. Too early to tell, I think. I think we need a bit more time. I'm coming up to a 3-hour stream right now. But do you think this question is good? Like the setup that I have right now, do you think it's good? Do you feel like it's actually better? I hope so. I mean, I really hope it's better than TikTok Studio. TikTok Studio was fun because I was able to see who was watching. I had all of these tools to my disposal. I had all these challenges, 15-minute, 20-minute, 1,000 comments, and 1,000 likes. They were all exciting challenges. But right now, I've got nothing. I can't see anything. No statistics. I don't see any statistics. It's now just an OBS stream. So. Alright. New York session's open, boys. And girls. New York session is open. So let's see what's gonna happen here. Right, there's a pullback on NASDAQ. To be honest, guys, there was a lot of opportunities to take on NASDAQ. And the S&P 500 and US 30. There's a lot of opportunities that could have been taken. Okay, not US 30, but NASDAQ and S&P 500. There's a lot of opportunities to have been taken. Gold is moving in my way. Who's in this trade with me, guys? We are looking at Raja. Do we call it the bank strategy? The bank, Raja Bank. The bank strategy. You're not in this trade? Skin. But yeah. Price is moving. Ooh, bro, check it out. Check it out. This is another sweet position we missed, guys. Price came down over here, broke, rejected off of this level perfectly. There are so many missed opportunities right now on NASDAQ, bro. We're sitting and watching gold. And we're missing everything on NASDAQ, which is our core. Shame on us. We've literally missed so much on NASDAQ. So one, we could have entered here. Okay. Relative equal highs and caught all of this. And another thing is we could have entered here at this break. This fill over here could have entered here. Could have entered here. Could have entered here. Could have entered here. Could have entered here, especially here. Could have entered here. Could have entered here. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is crazy. Just a bullback. You brought the Arabic out of you. Could just be a bullback. I don't know either, bro. I don't like to trade against the trend. All I know is Fridays are reversals. Fridays are massive reversals. Massive reversals happens on a Friday. There's also another pullback opportunity here on NASDAQ, I think. But now it's too far down. I would not enter here. I hate when she sleeps behind me because my chair has wheels. And all it takes is one push back. And the chair can go over her tail or her ear. Creepy stuff. Really creepy stuff. Alright guys. I'm gonna end the stream again because look, I've actually wanted to just test it out on TikTok, but it looks good. It looks I feel like it's more interactive. I feel like there's more people coming in. I feel like if I stay here longer, it will probably go up to 50 and then 100 and so on and so forth. But for the time being, I'm already drained from talking for 3 hours. So thank you for tuning in. The one thing we did learn is the fact that the market ends up giving you, I mean, not market, live streaming. It really matters what topic you put in. Remove her now. Bro, I've been cautious. I've been very cautious. But drink some coffee. Salam, Habibi. I'm not really a coffee person. I mean, I love coffee. It tastes good, but it's very addictive. And I like to stay away from things that are addicting. All right. NASDAQ and S&P 500 is reversing, it seems. Too early to tell. Oh, yeah. Green tea. I'll definitely do that. All right, guys. Much love. Thank you for being here. This was fun. I actually had a good life today. This was actually fun. I had fun today. Today was good with this whole experimenting and backtesting and stuff. We should do this more. In my honest opinion, we should do this more. There should be, we can sit, if someone has a strategy that they're not sure of, we can share it with the stream and we can take a look at it together and see if we can perfect it together. So, at the end of the day, we are a learning space. So let's learn together. Let's discover stuff together. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. It's been wild. Be sure if you're in the Telegram, a really important announcement. If you guys are in the Telegram, very important for you to use the World Cup bot and do your predictions so you can get points. And when you get points, if you're right, based off of the FIFA World Cup predictions, you are going to get a $500 fund in your account if you win at the end. So take full advantage of it and have fun with it, and you know, just it's football. Make the most of it. All right, guys. All right, peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here, and fingers crossed the straight goes my way. If not, that's two strikes on Bank's strategy, and we'll definitely need to backtest this even more on Tuesday. Yep. All right. See ya. Bye. And also, bro, AS Valorant tonight when you're home. Okay, bye.